Welcome to our channel World War II Tao. Everyone know about unknown history all. In the summer of 1944, after D-Day, Europe was burning. The Allies were pushing through France, but the German army still fought fiercely. Every decision, every movement, every trick mattered. To deceive the Nazis, the U.S. created one of the most unusual military units in history, the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. But this wasn't an ordinary unit. Their weapons weren't rifles or tanks. They were paintbrushes, speakers, and imagination. They were artists, sound engineers, stage designers, and Hollywood set builders. Their mission? To trick Hitler's army into believing in whole divisions that didn't exist. They called them the Ghost Army. Their orders were top secret. They would move along the front lines, often only a few miles from real battles, and use every creative method to fool German intelligence. They used inflatable rubber tanks that looked real from the air. They painted fake shadows, built fake camps, and even forged radio transmissions to imitate the voices of real generals. The German reconnaissance planes saw what looked like an entire armored division preparing to attack, but in reality, it was just a few dozen men with air pumps, paint, and courage. When the real American divisions attacked elsewhere, the Germans were trapped in the illusion. Thousands of lives were saved by an army that technically didn't exist. The Ghost Army's genius wasn't in their weapons, it was in their performance. Each mission was like a Hollywood production. The artists would scout real Allied camps, copy every detail, from tank markings to laundry lines, and then reproduce it somewhere else overnight. One soldier, Bill Blass, would later become a world-famous fashion designer. Another, Ellsworth Kelly, would become a celebrated painter. But during the war, they used their artistic vision to wage psychological warfare. The team even created sound illusions. Engineers from Bell Labs recorded tanks rolling, troops marching, and artillery loading. They played these sounds through massive speakers mounted on trucks, sending them across the countryside, so that German scouts thought a massive army was moving in. It was like a live theater show played for an invisible audience, and the enemy believed every bit of it. Once, near the Rhine River, the Ghost Army created a phantom force of 30,000 men, when in reality only 1,000 soldiers were there. They painted fake bridge shadows over the river, so German pilots believed new crossings had been built. The deception worked perfectly. The Germans shifted their defenses, giving General Patton's real divisions the upper hand. Every illusion, every sound, every brushstroke was a silent strike against Hitler's war machine. But the danger was real. If they were discovered, the Germans would execute them immediately, since impersonating soldiers was a violation of war law. Still, they continued, unseen heroes risking their lives to protect others through art and imagination. As the war drew to a close, the Ghost Army carried out more than 20 deception missions across Europe. They helped liberate France, protect key bridges, and mislead the German high command until the very end. Yet, when victory came, their story vanished into classified files. For decades, their service remained secret. Not even their families knew what they had done. While the world celebrated the soldiers who fought on the front lines, the Ghost Army faded into silence. It wasn't until the 1990s that documents were declassified. Only then did historians realize the scale of their contribution, how their illusions saved tens of thousands of lives. In 2022, the U.S. Congress finally awarded them the Congressional Gold Medal, recognizing their bravery and creativity. One surviving member, Bernard Bluestein, said, "We weren't fighters, we were artists, but we fought our war in our own way." Its story remains a testament to an extraordinary truth, that in the darkest times, creativity can be a weapon of hope. The Ghost Army never fired a single bullet, but they won battles that changed the course of history. Thank you for watching full video. Please like, comment, share, and never forget to subscribe our channel World War II, Tall, for upcoming new videos. Goodbye for today. Talk again in a new video with new story.